ते होचः उपकोसल एषा सौम्यते अस्मद्विद्या आत्मविद्या च आचार्यस्तु ते गतिं वक्ता इति आजगामः स्य आचार्यस्तम् आचार्यभिवादोपकोसल इति ते होचः. Again they said collectively together. Upakosala, Somya, O Upakosala, O good looking one, Esha, Asmad Vidya, At Vidya, Te. Avacham. To you, we have instructed this knowledge about Asmat with ourselves and also the knowledge of the self. Atmavidya cha. Acharyastu te gatim vakta. But this is not complete. Because pranam brahma, kam brahma, kham brahma, it's so qualities. Guna is there. With some qualities you are actually meditating on Brahman. Bliss qualified by space, and space qualified by bliss are the adjuncts to Brahman. And on such Brahman you are meditating. That is Saguna Brahma Upasana. By doing that Upasana, what result you are going to get is Krama Mukti. And what is the Krama? The succession, in which way you are going, which path you will be going. What are the things that will get on the way? The route actually. There is a train, time you see all the route, in which route the trains are going, which are stations coming on the route. If you have any friends, you inform them, bring my breakfast. Here also there will be many people, they will bring breakfast and say, praising you and all things will be happening on the way. So that we have to know, which route we are going. Acharyastu te gatim vakta. So the teacher, he will be instructing you about the path. He will tell you about the path. Iti. This is what they said. And they became silent and retired. After some time, Ajagama Hasya Acharya, his teacher, came back to the Gurukulam, to his house. Tam Acharya Vivada. Seeing this Upakosala, the Acharya, Satyakama Jabala, addressed and said, Upakosala iti, O Upakosala. Bhashyam. Te punaha sambhuya vuchoho. They again collectively said, Upakosala, O Upakosala, Esha Somya. Somya is also Sambodhanam, addressive form only. He Somya, O good looking one. Esha, this knowledge. Te means tava, given to you by us, is what? Asmad Vidya. This knowledge is about ourselves. That way it is the Agni Vidya. Garapati Agni. The three different, separately they have given, that is Agni Vidya. And Pranam Brahma, Kam Brahma, that is Atma Vidya cha. They have given the knowledge of the self too. Purvokta, which has been imparted before. Prano Brahma, Kam Brahma iti cha. This is the Atma Vidya. Acharyastu te gatim vakta. But the teacher will instruct you or will tell you about the path of the path. Vidya phala prapte. What is the necessity of knowing the path? He says, Vidya phala prapte. For acquiring the results of the meditation, of the knowledge that we have, we should be knowing the route also in which we are going to go and acquire that result. Ityuktva uparameyuho agneya. Saying so, the fires became silent. Ajagama hasya acharya kalena. Not immediately. As soon as they stopped their last word, they said, and after that immediately the acharya came. Don't think like that. The Bhashyakara says, kalena. In due course of time, the acharya teacher came back to his house from the pilgrimage tour which he had gone. Tancha Shishyam Acharya Bhivada Upakosalaiti. To him the disciple, Acharya the teacher Satyakam Jabal addressed and to draw his attention, he addressed as by his name Upakosala iti. भगवैतिह प्रतिशुश्राव भगवैतिह प्रतिशुश्राव ब्रह्म विदेव सौम्यते मुखम भाति कौन त्वानुशासेति कौन मानुष्याद भो इतिहापेव निह्नुत इमे नूनमीदृशा अन्यादृशा इति यह अग्निनभ्यूरे किन्न सौम्य किल दे अवोचन्निति भगवैतिह प्रतिशुश्राव. In answer, he replied or responded, O Venerable Sir, Brahma Videva Somyate Mukham Bhati. Your face shines like that of a knower of Brahman. Konutva Anushasana, who is it indeed that he has instructed you? In reply, he does not tell directly that these fires give me. He says, Konu ma anushishyad bho. Oh sir, who can instruct me other than you? Iti, in this, by this way, iha apa iva ninnute. Iha apa ninnuta iva. Apa should be constituted or related or connected with ninnute, with the kriya pada, verb. Apa ninnuta iva. As if he was hiding. Directly he does not want to tell the truth. And he does not want to tell a lie also. And by this way he is suppressing the truth as it were to be suppressed. Iva is there, no? Apannuta Iva. Therefore, indirectly he pointed out and said, you see the condition of these fire deities. After seeing you, they are shivering, they are afraid, you may give Abhishapam without my permission. Why you people instructed this Atma Vidya to this boy? Therefore, ime nunam idrisha, these ones who are thus now anyadrisha. Before they were totally different, very pleasant and happy and all, and now they are very much afraid and they are shivering. Iti iyagni nabhyude. In this way, he indirectly spoke of the fires who have been instructed to him. Idrisha, Anyadrisha, now they are like this, before they were in a different way. They had a different appearance, etc. Without becoming angry, the teacher says, Kinnu Somya Kilate Vochan. Oh Somya, oh good looking one. What indeed did they tell you? What they have instructed to you? He will not tell the whole thing. From the beginning to end, the whole discussion that has taken place, the instructions given, he will not tell everything. He said, this is what. He starts Pranam Brahma, Kham Brahma. Immediately the teacher understands. That means they have told you only Sopadik Brahmajnana. They have not given a Nirupadik Brahmajnana. Idamitiha Pratijagya, the next mantra will come. Bhagavaidiya Pratishushra Bhashyam. He responded thus, saying that, O Venerable Sir, Brahma Vidya Somate Mukham Prasannam Bhati. Hey Somya, O good looking boy, Brahma Vidya Eva. Just like the knower of a Brahman's face. Similarly is your face very pleasant and shining. Prasannam bhati. Konutva anushasasituktaha pratyaha. And therefore he asked, who has actually instructed you that great knowledge? Ityukta, being told so, pratyaha, this Upakosala replied to Satyakama. Konu manushishyad अनुशासन कुर्यात भो भगवन् त्वयि प्रेषिते. You having been absent, have gone out, and been absent in the Gurukulam, then who else other than you can actually instruct to me? Konu is vitarke. Who else can do so? Anushishyad. Mom is mom. Who else other than you can actually instruct to me? Anushasanam kuryat bho Bhagavastvayi proshite. And you are not here. That means nobody is instructed. He's telling a lie. Bhagavastvayi proshite. You having gone out on the pilgrimage, who else can actually instruct me? Iti, in this way, yaha, in this regard, apa iva nihnute, apa nihnuta iva iti, he suppressed as it were. Iti vyavahitena sambandha. Apa, ninnuta. Apa should be constituted with the remote word, with the word which is kept separate. Apannute. Apa and ninnu. In between the mantra you are seeing eva word. Because that has been separated. the prefix and the verb are separated, they have to join them together and read it out. Nacha apaninuta. Actually, he did not suppress. He did not actually suppress. Nacha yathavat agniviruktam braviti. And he did not even separately spoke of directly what they said that the Agnis have told me, the fires have told me, have instructed me. That means he indirectly indicated. He is indirectly indicating that the fires have instructed me. Nache tavad agnivruktam braviti, but he stated also braviti vipraya. Nachapanninute, nache tavad agnivruktam. He did not even completely suppress, and he did not even say that the fires have told me, but he said also. He has indicated that braviti iti vipraya. This is the idea behind this statement, that apaninnuta iva iha apeva ninnuta. Of this Vagya, of this sentence, this is the idea that actually he did not even suppress and actually not negated that the fires have not given me any instruction. But he meant that he indirectly is indicating that they have instructed. How is that is indirectly indicating? Katham? By showing them by his hands. Ime agnayo maya paricharita uktavanta. These fires who were served by me surely spoke of that knowledge. Nunam uktavanta, surely spoke of that knowledge. Yatastvam drishtva, for that reason at your sight, vepamana eva idrisha, as if shivering, they seem to be like at present. Drishyante, vepamana eva idrisha drishyante. They are now seen like this, as if they are shivering. Purvamanya drisha, but earlier they are totally different. They are very happy and they were pleasant and all. Santaha iti ye agni nabhyude. In this matter, he actually now is indirectly stating, and by this the teacher understands directly that the fires have instructed him this knowledge. Abhyuktavan kakva agni darshan. As the Bhashakar says, kakva agni darshan. By pointing out at them in an indirect way. Kakva means in an indirect way. Darshan, pointing out at them, he stated, he again spoke of the fires that they have instructed me. Then the teacher asks, Kinnu swami kilate tubbhimavochan agnayaha iti. What indeed to you did they, the fires, say or instructed? Iti prishte, being asked thus, ittevam idam uktavantaha. Then he answered, you see, this is what they have said. Idam vitiha pratijajje lokan vavakila somyate avochan aham tutayad vakshami yata pushkar palasha apo nashnishanta evam vi papam karma nishnishata iti bravitu me bhagavan iti tasmai hovacha. Idam vitiha pratijajje. He acknowledged, said this. Listen, this is what they said. As soon as he started, Prithvi, Annam, he said like that, isn't it? As soon as he started there, at that point he stopped and said, Lokan Baba Kila Sometya Vochan. Kila, surely they have spoken of the words only. But, Ahante Yadvakshami. I shall speak to you of that, by knowing which Yatha Pushka Palash Apu Nashrishante, just like water drops does not stick to a lotus leaf. Similarly, evam vidhi, to the knower of that thing which I am going to tell you now, to that person also, papam karma nashnishata, the sinful deeds does not get attached in, they will not even touch. Then Upakosala says, Pravitu me Bhagavan iti, oh sir, revered sir, please tell me that knowledge. Tasmai hovacha, to him the teacher said. In Bhashyam, idam uktavanta iti evam ha pratigyage. This is what they have said. In this way, they said these different, this started to stand, that's all. Ha, Pratijagre, acknowledged. Pratijnatavan, Bhashakara says very clearly, Pratika matram kinchit pratigyatva. Pratika matram kinchit. He hinted a little only. By that the teacher understands everything. What he wants, what they have instructed. Na sarvam yatoktam agnibhi uktam. He did not narrate the whole thing as stated by the fire deities, but not the whole of it as it had been spoken of by the fire deities. Yataha acharyo. How is that you have taken this conclusion? That he had only just hinted, he did not narrate the whole thing? He said, because aha acharya. What the acharya said immediately? Lokan vakilayeta. Prativyadin. Lokan means Prativyadin. Here Swamya Kila te avochan. The acharya said, oh, those deities have indeed surely spoken of only about Prithvi and all other worlds only. Brahma Sakalyena, but they have not spoken of you the whole of Brahman. The Brahman as a whole. They have never instructed you that. Ahantu te tubhyam means tat Brahma yadichasitvam shrotum vakshami. But I will instruct you about that self which you wish to know. You say shrotum ichasi. That you wish to actually listen. That knowledge only I am going to mention to you now. Shrinu tasya maya uchyamanasya brahmano jnana mahatyam. Before knowing that Brahman, first know the greatness of that Brahman. How are you going to compare the greatness of the Brahman? He say by the greatness of the location of that Brahman. The location is of such greatness, then you can think that which is located in it, how great it is. Due to the relationship of a great person, the location also becomes great. That's why he is saying. The location is what? In the next month it will come, the eyes. Dakshinakshi Purusha. For that is telling before now, it's just like a Pushkara Palasha eva. Just like the lotus leaf. Shrinu tasya maya uchyamanasya brahmano jnana mahatmyam. Here of which I am going to speak the greatness of the knowledge of that self. Jnana mahatmyam is the greatness of the knowledge of Brahmana self. Maya uchyamanasya, about which I am going to speak now. Of that you listen. Yatha pushkar palashe padmapatre apo na shashant. Just like water dews and drops never get attached to the leaf of a lotus plant. Similarly, evam yatha vakshami. Similarly, a person whoever knows, as I am going to describe about that Brahman. You have to know that Brahman as I am describing, and you have to meditate on the Brahman as I have instructed. Then, for that person also, never a sinful deed will get attached. Yatha vakshami Brahma evam vidhi, as and the way as described by me. Similarly, if a person knows that and meditates on it, evam vidhi papam karma na shlishate, the sinful deeds will never get attached, na sambadite, will never touch. Ittevam uktavati vatya acharya aha upkosala. And to the teacher who had spoken of this, Upakosala in reply said, Bravitu me Bhagavaniti. O revered sir, please tell me about that Brahman. Tasmai hovacha acharya. The teacher now explains, instructs about that Brahman to him. Ya yeshu vakshini purushodrishada yesha atma iti hovacha etadamritam abhayam etad brahmeti तद्यद्यप्यस्मिन् सर्पिर्बोधकं वा सिंचति वर्तमनी एव गच्छति येषु अक्षिणी पुरुषो दृश्यता. This which is seen, this person, esha purusha, this person, yah, which Drishyate is seen. Where? In the eye, Akshini. Esha Atma. This is yourself. Iti hovacha. In this way, he said. Who? The teacher said this. Etadamritam. That which is the self is this which is deathless. Amritam. Na amritam iti amritam. Abhayam. It is fearless. And it is the Supreme Self. Etad Brahma. That means you are yourself the Supreme Self. Iti. Now, that is the location's greatness is being shown now here. Because eyes are the location of the Brahman, of your own self. Akshi Purusha you are. Therefore, for the location is how great is the location because of your relationship with it. Because you are residing in that location. Therefore, the location becomes also great. How? Said Yadyapi Asmin Sarpirva Udakam Va Sinchati. If anybody pours this clarified butter or water into it, what happens? Vartmani eva gacchati. The water flows surely towards the eyelashes, to the border of the eyelids. You put a drop, it goes sides. It goes towards the eyelashes only all the time. That means the drop of water, butter, whatever you put, cannot get attached to your eyes. It cannot touch the eyes. It just slips away. Similarly is this person, the self, which is located in such an eye. That's why the greatness of the eye is so. Otherwise, anything would get attached with you. It's a charma, it's only skin. And other skin, you have to always rub by a towel. When that is the skin only, but still, the greatness of that is because of the self residing in it. Esho akshini purusho drishade bhashyam ya esho. Esho purusha. This person which is seen in the eyes. I have never seen in my eyes. I always see in the mirror myself. I see this golakam only. I am not seeing myself in my eyes. How you are saying? You are seeing a person in the eyes, and that is you. That is Brahman. That is Atma. That is Brahma. That is again Amritam. That is Abhayam. I can't see anything in my eyes except the black one round one. The circle is there. In the middle of the star like light is there. This one you can see the photos also and everywhere. He says, yeah, yes, you are right. You can't see that. Then who can see it? You are seeing seen in the eyes. Who has seen in the eyes? Nivratta chakshurvir. Brahmacharyad sadhra sampannai. Shantair vivekivir drishter drashta drishyate. You have to consider that way. Drishterapi drashta drishyate. The witness of the vision is also seen in the eyes. Drishter drashta akshini drishyate. That is Esha Purusha drishter drashta. This person is who? The witness of the vision also. He is seen in the eyes. By whom? By nivritta chakshabhihi. By those who have withdrawn the sense organs from the objects. Number one condition. Number two, brahmacharya sadhana sampannaihi, who are endowed with the disciplines like celibacy, etc. Number three, shantai, those who are calm and quiet. No rajaguna. Sattva complete is calm and quiet. Very difficult. You know that in Avadhut Gita, the 24 gurus come, no? In that the last guru is a girl. The last guru is a girl. For Advaita, they have taken a girl as an example, you see there. How we learnt about Advaita. If two are there, there becomes sound naturally. There will be sound. Something will happen. What was the incident? At that, what happened there was when he was moving on the road, maybe he saw a scenery that some people went into a house. In that, only one girl, and those who had come, who were there? They were the would-be in-laws. They had come to see that girl only. And maybe that would-be husband might have come together to see her. At that time, by chance, it so happened that nobody was there in the house. She was alone. And nothing was ready also. Food. But all had been taken food and gone. they go to the fields and all, some jungle or somewhere, whatever it is, they had gone to their work, nobody was there. She had to pound the rice for the guests who have come. And when she started to pound, the bangles started to hit each other. Tin, 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 sound started to come. She thought, what the people will say? The guests will think, nobody is there in the house, no servants, nothing, very poor girl, they will not marry. She was afraid. She removed one after the bangles, removing and removing. But last two or there even then the sound came. She removed one from one hand. Only one was left over in one hand. And she easily pounded. There was no sound of bangles. Then that Dattatreya understood, you see, in loneliness, if you are alone, there is Advaita. There is no samsara. Two bangles means two persons together, with husband and wife, or brother and brother, sisters, whatever it is. Any two together means there will be jutam jut. There will be always struggle, fighting, unnecessarily ho halla. Something will happen. Some discussion will start. Therefore, loneliness is the best. There's calm and Shantahi, then Vivekivihi, who have got the discriminative power. They know what is right, what is wrong, what is Satya, Sansara, what is Nitya, and what is Anitya. They know everything. They have got the discriminative power, they realize things, and therefore they are Avritta Chaksho. They have withdrawn all their senses from all the objects. Drashtir Drashta, the witness of vision, is seen in the eyes. That is the Purusha seen in the eyes. Supportive text they are giving, Chakshu Ityadi, Shrutyantra. In accordance with this Vedic text, which is the Kenopanishad, 1, 2. Shrutasya Chakshu Ityadi. Nanu Agniviruktam Vidhutam, Yatha Acharastute Gatim Vakta iti Gatimatrasya Vakta iti Avochak, Bhavishyat Vishya Aparigyanam Chagninam. Naisha dosha. Two reasons are given. It seems whatever these fire deities have given the knowledge is totally false. For two reasons. One thing they had not known, that means the Guru, the Acharya, is going to give this knowledge. He is not only speaking of the Gati, only the path. They told your Acharya will give you the knowledge of the path only. But he is giving the knowledge of Nirvana Brahman also here, of that Purusha directly. They don't know the Bhavishya, what their deities. If they were deities, they should be knowing at least what is the future, what the Acharya is going to tell in future. They don't know anything about the future, and what they have given the knowledge, that has been totally negated now. The Savana Brahman has been negated here, and he is giving knowledge of Nirvana Brahman. That means the knowledge given by this is a waste. It's almost a false knowledge actually. Meaningless. This is the objection of the objector. Nanu Agniviruktam Vidhatam. Vidhatam means what? False. Mithya. Does not you mean by this Agni, what the Acharyas take Gatim Vakta. This is what they had told. And what the Acharya is speaking of now, he is not speaking of Gati at all. He is not speaking of, he is not instructing about the path directly. Therefore it seems what they have stated is false. Yataha Acharya Gatim Vakta iti, because they had told that the teacher is going to instruct you about the path only. This was the sentence that they have used. And what the Acharya is instructing now is totally different. Therefore, their statement is a false statement. Number one. Number two. Gati Matra Savakta iti Avocham. Because the teacher will be speaking of the path alone, that they had said. Bhavishyat Vishaya Aparigyanancha. You see? Bhavishyat Vishaya Aparigyanancha. It also seems to be that the fires were ignorant of the future. Agninam Bhavishyat Vishaya Aparigyanancha. It seems that the fire deities were ignorant of the future. They don't have any, because the deities means what? Trikalagya. They should be knowing the past, the present, the future. If they were deities, they should be knowing actually what the teacher is going to instruct. And he should have told very clearly that he is going to not only instruct the past, but the Nirvana Brahma also. A person is going to Saguna Brahma Upasana, he is going through this path and he will not return from Brahmaloka. And a person is going to do Nirguna Brahma Upasana, then he is going to directly attain Mukti here itself. This is what they have to tell the whole thing properly, what is going to happen in the future. Their ignorance also shows that their statement is false. An ignorant person cannot give a truthful statement. Naisha dosha. But the doctrinal Siddhanti says there is no such defect in their statement. Why? Sukhakasha saiva akshani drishyate. Actually, this statement is, even though it is used here, etad amritam abhayam etad brahma, actually this is not Nirguna Brahma at all. Don't think that it is Nirguna Brahma. Thinking it is Nirguna Brahma, the object stood up and started to say, oh, everything is false. What they have said is Pranam Brahma, Kam Brahma, that Brahman itself is seen in the eyes. It's Saguna Brahma only, not Nirguna at all. Sukhakasha saiva. Sukhakasha means the blissful space. Akshini drishyati drashtur anuvada. Akshani drishyati drashtu anuvada. Here it is being drishyate for the drashta, that is being seen. This is being reiterated. The master, the teacher is reiterating the same thing that has been told by the fire deities. They told in a different way. The words used were different. But what they meant, the same is being meant by the teacher also. The Purusha that they are telling here, Esha Purusha, is none other than that Prana Brahma, Kham Brahma, Kham Brahma. And it is Sopadik Brahma itself. Because where you are seeing it? In an Upadi called Akshi, eyes. It is not Nirupadik Brahman.
Then why did they give Chakshushas Chakshu as a...
This is a witness of the vision. The witness of the vision, where it is the Sakshi Bhava only have to take again. Not Nirguna Brahman. That's why it meant by Drishter Drashta. Means the witness of the vision.
Because there in Kena, that sloka is pointing to absolute Brahman.
Yes. But they're just a supportive text for witness. That's all. Drashturanvada. Esha Atma. Now it goes back to the mantra. Esha Atma Pradinamiti. You see, Jivatma is not. Esha Atma means not Nirguna Brahman again. He said, this is the Atma, the self of all creatures. Iti hovacha. This is what has been said by the teacher. Eva muktavan etad yadeva atutattam avochama. This is what he has stated. Thus, evam means thus. The teacher has said, uktavan etad, this yadeva atutattam avochama, that the real nature of self, of which I have spoken of, it is this self only. Etad amritam amarana dharmi avinashi ateva avayam. It is deathless. And why it is deathless? Because it is indestructible. A destructible thing is will have its end. Death will be there. Therefore, as and because it is deathless, it can be said it is indestructible too. As and because it is indestructible, therefore it is abhayam. It is fearless. The main fear is of death only. You are fearing from anything means you are fearing from the death of the body. Not only first we say, I think that it might hurt me, therefore I was afraid. It hurts whom? Actually, the last result of the fear is death only. Eva muktavan is yasya hi vinashashanga. Therefore, Bhashyakara says very clearly, yasya hi vinashashanga tasya bhayopapatti. One who has an apprehension of destruction, to him only, actually what happens, he says, the fear is possible. To him only, the fear is possible. Tadabhavat, and due to the absence of destruction, apprehension of destruction itself, abhayam, therefore there will be no fear also. Ataiva etad Brahma, therefore this is, Brahma means what? Not the pure. He said, Brihad Anantamiti. This is the great, it is the great self and it is the infinite thing. It is great and infinite. Kincha. Moreover, Asya Brahmano Akshipurusha Mahatmyam. Now I would like to mention the greatness of this Akshipurusha, the self seen in the eyes. Tatra Purushasya Sthane. How we are going to describe the greatness? By describe the greatness of the location. Tad yadyapi. In the mantra it was tad yadyapi. Tad means tatra. Tatra means where? Purushasya Sthane. What is the Purusha Sthana? Akshini. Tat means there, tatra, there. There means where? In the place of that person. What is the place of that person? The location of the person? These are the eyes. Yadyapi asmin sarpirva udagam va. If in this eyes, sarpirva udagam va, clarified butter or water, sinchati, somebody pours, then what happens? Vartmani eva gacchati, pakshma eva gacchati. That clarified butter or water slips towards the eyelashes all the time. Na chakshusha sambhade, that means to say, it does not become attached to the eyes. Padma patrena iva udagam, as if just like the water does not get attached to a lotus leaf. Similarly it is over here. Sthanasyapi tanmatmam kim puna sthanino akshipurusasya. You see, Kivutanya. This is called Kivutanya. Sthanin Sahasyapi tanmatmam. Since the location itself has such greatness, Kimpuna, what need is there to speak of about Sthanino Akshipurusasya Kimu Vaktavyamiti Viprayaha? There is no need to say anything about the greatness of that Purusha, of that person itself, who is located in the eyes. Why? Because he is Niranjanatvam. Because that Purusha, that person, is in an unsullied state of himself. Unsullied state of himself. Ittivipraya, this is the idea behind giving this analogus. Evam. Now he gives the qualities of that Purusha. Certain qualities that are merited because it's Saguna Brahman. Now the objector was thinking it is a Nirguna Brahma Upadesha and he put the objection. But it's very clear now, the master has also given the same Saguna Brahma Upadesha instruction. And in that Brahman now you have to give some gunas. One guna has been told. In the concomitant way it has been told very clearly. Adjectives are both are adjective and both are substantive. But still some more qualities have to be mentioned by which, by meditating of those qualities, he will be able to attain successful liberation. Such qualities have to be mentioned over here. For that it starts. Etagam sanyattvam ityachakshada. Etagam hi sarvani vamani abhisanyanti. Sarvanenam vamani abhisanyanti. Ya evam veda. Etagam sanyattvam ityachakshada. Ityachakshada, they call, people call this person, this self that is seen in the eyes by such great people as what? As the goal of attraction. The goal of all attractive things. Sanyat Vama. Why? They call him as the goal of all attractive, beautiful, attractive things. Why? Edam is sarvani vamani abhisanyanti. Because all attractive things that are sought after by the people proceed towards the self itself, produce him. Atmastha kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Sarvani enam vamana abhisanyanti evam veda. Now the result is that person also is going meditating with this quality on that particular self. What is going to happen to him? To him, towards him also, all the attractive things, all objects of attraction will surely proceed towards that person who is meditating with this particular quality on that self. Ya evam veda, he who knows thus and meditates with this quality, Dvamatvam, he will also attain all types of attractive things. Then all attractive things proceeds towards him. Enam sarvani vamani abhisanyanti. The things come towards him automatically. He need not wish, he need not ask, he need not try for them. They come to him on their own. Yeshu evamani reshihi sarvani vamani nayati sarvani vamani nayati evam veda. Eshu eva vamanihi. This once again, indeed, the bestower of all merits. The word is same, Vama Vama. There is Sanyat Vama. Here is only Vama. But the Vama, the word is same, meaning is different. Both the places. Here it means merits. There it was meaning attractive things. Esha u eva. This once again, indeed, the bestower of all merits. Why? Because Sarvani Vamana Niyati. This Purusha, this self, bestows all merits. Sarvani Vamnati Evam Veda. He who knows thus will also be bestowed with all merits. The two mantras together, like Bhashyam. Etam, yathoktam Purusha. Etam means that Purusha, which has been described earlier, that person who has been described earlier, whose location was the right eye. Sanyadvama ityachakshate. He is called as by the name Sanyadvama. Kasmat, why you are giving the name Sanyadvama to that Akasha, to that Purusha, to that person? Yasmat, because etam sarvani vamani vananiyani sambhajaniyani vanu sambhajane. Because towards him, etam is towards him. To him is actually towards me being brought by the kriyapada abhigachanti, abhisanyanti. To him sarvani vamani means vananiyani. Vamani means vananiyani. Sought after what? Sambhajaniyani, prayed for. Shobhanani, attractive things. Abhisanyanti, proceed towards him. Iti ataha, therefore he is called as Sanyadvama. Tatha evam vidam. Similarly, a person, whoever it might be, who knows thus enam about this person, to him also sarvani mani abhisamayanti, to him also all attractive things proceed. Evam veda, towards him, he who knows thus. Eshu evamani. This person, indeed, once again been called as Vamani. Why? Yasmad, because Eshe Sarvani Vamani, Punya Karma Phalani. You see, Vamani means here Punya Karma Phalani. Here Vamani means Vananiyani, Sambhajaniyani, Shobhanani. That was the explanation there. Here Vananiyani means Punya Karma Phalani. The results of all virtuous deeds. Punyan rupam pranibhyo nayati. In accordance with their merits, this person is going to carry nayati for those pranibhya, for all the creatures. He is going to carry. Carry means bestow the fruits of the merits according to their own merits. Nayati means carrying. Means what actually here? Prapati, takes towards him. Or vahati also, makes available to him. How is going to make available or take towards him? Atma dharmatvina, making them their own virtues. Vidusha phalam. For the knower of this person, this is the result. Sarvani vamneti yayavam veda. He who knows thus, towards him also, all the results of all his own virtuous deeds will be bestowed. Eshu eva vabhamanir, eshi sarveshu lokeshu bhati, sarveshu lokeshu bhati yayavam veda. Eshu eva. This once again is indeed the bestower of luster. Bhamani, Bhadipta. Why? Because Eshe Sarveshu Lokeshu Bhati. Because this person alone shines in all the worlds. Sarveshu Lokeshu Bhati Evam Veda. He who knows this and meditates also will shine in all the world. Bhashya. Eshe Bhamani. This one again is indeed the bestower of luster. Yeshahi yasmat, because he means yasmat, this one towards this one only, this one alone. Yasmat, this one alone. Sarveshu. Before it was etam. Now he's telling what? Esha. Before it was towards him, that's why we're taking the meaning. To him, towards him. And now, Esha, he alone is shining. Esha. Sarve. What is doing? Sarveshu lokeshu. Because this person alone is shining where? In all the worlds. Which worlds? Aditya, Chandra, Agnyadi Rupair Bhati. The form of sun, moon, fire, etc. He is himself shining. Deepyati. Bhati means Deepyati, shines. Tasya bhasa sarvidam vibhati. Kathaparishad 2:250. All shine through his luster only. Tasya bhasa, through his luster, sarvidam vibhati. All these actually shine, are illumined. इति श्रुते है. अतो भामानि नयतीति भामनी. Therefore, bhamani nayati. As in because he carries or bestows luster towards you, therefore it is called as bhamani. Evam veda asopi sarveshu lokeshu bhati. He whoever knows thus and meditates thus, he also will surely become, that means also surely shine in all the worlds. Now he goes into the gati. And here we see wherever he is giving the supportive text, he is giving the Nirgun Brahman. Because here also you see, Tasya Bhasam Vibhati. There Chaksha. Bhashikar is giving Nirgun Brahman statements only as supportive text for the Saguna Brahman. Because the quality which we are seeing in the Saguna Brahman has come due to the Nirgun Brahman only. Otherwise, without that quality were not in that particular Brahman, if the nature of the Brahman was not so, then the Prakasha Swarupa, the luster and all things would not come in the Upadhi also. In the Sopadhi Purusha. Atha yadu chaivasmin chavyam kurvanti yadiva na yadichana te archisham eva abhisambhavanti. अर्चिशोवः अन्ना आपूर्यमाण पक्षम आपूर्यमाण पक्षात यान षडंगुदेंगे षडुदंगेति मासागंस तान मासेभ्यः संवत्सरगं संवत्सरात् आदित्यम आदित्यात् चंद्रमसं चंद्रमसो विद्युतं तत्पुरुषो अमानवः सयेनान् ब्रह्म गमयति येष देवपथो ब्रह्मपथ एतेन प्रतिपद्यमाना इमं मानवम् आवर्तम् नावर्तन्ते. अथ now यदु, if again अस्मिन् छव्यं कुर्वन्ति एव यदि च न कुर्वन्ति एव. Of this person, the case of this person who is such a meditator, the last rites are done or not done. Whether they perform the last rites or not, it does not matter at all. Shavyam means the last rites. Kurvanti are performed, yadichana, or they are not performed. Even then, they are jishameva bisambhavanti. Even then, they will verily reach the fire, the light. And from that light, he goes to the day. Archishaha. Archisham eva abhisambhavanti. Then archisho ahaha. From that light, he goes to the day. Here on, the fire or the light and the day means the deity is presiding over the fire. Deity is presiding over the daytime. And annaha apuryamana paksham. From that day, he will go, that is, will be handed over to the next station master. Who is that fellow? He says the bright fortnight. The deity presiding over the bright fortnight. He will take over this meditator, this upasaka, who is going to attain the result of his own meditation. From there, from Apuramana Paksha, from that bright fortnight, the deity what he will do? He will take further and hand him over to Shad Udangeti. Yan Shat Udangeti. The 6 months during which the sun moves northwards. The deity who presides that period, that time, that deity will receive this meditator, and he will also take further and hand it over to whom? Masans tan masebhyaha samvatsaram. He will hand it over to the presiding deity of the year. Masebhya samvatsaram. Shad udangeti masan. Yan Shat udang eti tan masan. Or yan masan shad udang eti. Those 6 months during which the sun moves. Eti means moves towards the northern direction. Always on the northern direction. No, udang iti. Don't write this udanga iti. Udang eti. That deity who presides over that period will be taking over, and he will hand over to the deity who presides over the year. Samvatsaram. Samvatsarat Adityam. Now after that deity who is presiding in the Samvatsara, he will take over this fellow, and further taking over he will give to Adityam, the deity who is presiding over the Aditya Loka. But in Brahma Sutra it says in between you have to join 2 more things. From Samvatsara, this is Vayu Loka. From Vayu Loka, this is Deva Loka. And from Deva Loka, he will get into Aditya Loka. Brahma Sutra 4.3.2, 4.3.3 and 4.3.7 to 14. On one single mantra, so many adhikaranas, 3 adhikaranas, and totally 8, 9, 10 sutras are a long discussion. 4.3.2 it is called as Vayuvadhikaranam. Vayuvadhikaranam. And 4.3.3 is called as Tadidadhikaranam. Tadid is Vidyut. Tadidadhikaranam. And 4.3.7 to 14 Brahma Sutras, Karyadhikaranam. Karya Brahma only is attaining, not Nirguna Brahma. So after Samvatsara, he will be attaining Vayuloka. And after Vayuloka, Devaloka. Then he will come into Aditya Loka. From Aditya Loka he gets to Chandra Loka, you see here. You cannot take this Chandrama. Because in between there is Vayuloka, and after Devaloka, after Devaloka is Aditya Loka, after Aditya Loka is Chandra Loka. It's above Surya. And after that Chandra Loka, from there he will go to Vidyutam, Vidyul Loka. And from Vidyut Loka, he will go to Varuna Loka. After that is Varuna Loka. From Varuna Loka, he will go to Indra Loka. From Indra Loka, he will go to Prajapati Loka. And from Prajapati Loka to Brahma Loka, which is told here, Tat Purusha Amanava Sayenan Brahma Gamayati. From Vidyut Loka, that's where the Adhikarana comes. From Vidyut Loka, he will not go direct into Brahma Loka. In between there are these 4. From Vidyut to Varuna. Varuna to Indra. Indra to Prajapati. Prajapati to Brahma Loka. This is the Krama. This is successive stages in which he is really going and attaining the Brahma Loka. Tat Purusha means some superhuman. Amanava. Superhuman person. Amanava Purusha. Not human being there. A superhuman person will come and he will be handed over, this fellow will be handed over to him. This meditator will be handed over to him. And what he will do? Sa enan brahma gameti. That person will take all of these people, all of this type of people who are there together, take together a flock towards Brahmaloka. Just like convey, they make in the night times in dangerous places, risky places, they convey of cars, all vehicles together, then they leave it. Similarly, when all these people are collected together, that Amana Purusha comes and takes all of these people through 3 slokas to up to Brahmaloka. Enan Brahma Gamayati. He's leading them. Gamayati. That's why our Swami just says, a flock of sheep. ले जाना पड़ता है, फिर आप जा नहीं सकते हैं. ले जाए, पकड़ बच्चों को जैसे पकड़ के ले जाए. Gamayati. This is how he says, this here Brahma Shabd is not Nirguna Brahman. Because if you attain Nirguna Brahman, there is no question of leading you or taking you or yourself going also is not there at all. Going and coming or leading you, taking you and bringing you back and all will not be there at all. The word Gamej itself says that the whole, this context is of Sauna Brahma only, nowhere there is Nirvana Brahman here. Esha Devapatho, this is the divine path. This is the path of the self, Brahmapada. Because after going to Brahmaloka, maybe you will attain Brahmajnana and become Mukta also. Or maybe you may come back after this Manvantara. That is why he says, Etena Pratibhadyamana, having reached it there by this path, Imam Manavam Avartante. Avartam Navartante. Imam Manavam Avartam. This is the whirlpool life of that Manu. You have been removed from this. You will not come back to the whirlpool of Manu. This is the whirl of Manu. You will not return back in this whirl of Manu. You will not return back. You will not return back. Navartante, navartante. That means what? In this Manvantara you will not return back. In the next Manvantara you can come back. You may be thrown away into the next Manvantara. Maybe with promotion or without promotion, you can't say. Or maybe with demotion also. Because all the punya is exhausted, Brahmaloka and Samadhi. And I will come back over here as some jiva, some prani or something.